So we are at an interesting part in the season. We are around the All-Star game, and we need to do something because we're hovering around 500. We're probably exceeding expectations. We're not expected to do anything this year, but like I said, we're trying to make the playoffs every year and build our farm system at the same time. We're trying to be like the 2000s Cardinals when they were in the playoffs every year, either winning it all or doing something. So we just need to trade for some pitching because, like I said, we traded for Riordan and he doesn't seem to be doing well. I mean, his stats are still good, but I mean, he's 3-4. But look at his ERA. It's 7.19. I mean, that is pretty bad. Look at his walk to strikeout ratio. He has 50 strikeouts and 23 walks. And this was funny because when I was trading for him, I was like, man, that 14 control is going to be a problem. And it is. It's a huge problem. So honestly, I'm not playing every game. So there might be games when I'm simming when he's pitching and he gets a loss. I mean, it's simple as that. So we need to get some starting pitching. Who we're looking to trade, we're looking to package Mauricio Dubon, who is actually our number 9 prospect in our system. He actually has pretty good stats for a prospect. He's only 22 years old, so he's got a lot of room to grow, see potential. And Ryan Cordell, he's an interesting prospect because he made the All-Star team in AAA. So he's actually doing really well. So I think I can sell high on him. He is 25, so when he does get up to the show, he'll be an older rookie. But I have other prospects who I actually have ahead of him. Remember, I drafted John Taylor, that beast center fielder. So I still have him coming up next year in our farm system. So I have an advantage there. And I have Brett Phillips. You know, Brett Phillips is in our farm system right now with the Brewers, and he's been a guy that's kind of hovered around making the MLB roster. He's on the 40 man, but he just I don't know, he's just not doing enough to make it to the show. So he's still 22 though. That's the thing. He has C potential. He's 22, but one reason why I don't want to trade him is because his arm strength is at 82, and if he does make it to the MLB level, he's gonna play center field and he's gonna be good out there because he's got 82 arm strength. So a lot of base hits up the middle. You know, that's the one thing about having Brinson in center field now over Keon Broxton, is that he doesn't throw out people at home like Keon Broxton did. That's the downfall. I'm trading offense for defense there. But Brett Phillips is somebody, and he's got a lot of power versus right. He's got 68. So I don't want to give up on him yet. But Ryan Cordell, he's kind of behind in the farm system. He's going to be behind Corey Ray eventually because he's got A potential. He's just coming off of the injury, so he's just getting better. He's a year or two away from even touching the majors, but he'll eventually get there. But we're looking to see the Royals in real life. They're kind of in the rebuilding stage. They're not good anymore, and they're probably, they're on that fringe. They're kind of like us. They're not in a full rebuild, but they're not like contenders. So Nate Carnes, he's actually pretty good. You know, one reason why they would want to get rid of him is because he's 4-6 right now with a 2.74 ERA. He's not doing anything spectacular. He's just, regular. So, 4-6, I think they would want to get rid of him. They are interested in making this deal. Let's look at another deal here. Hector Santiago for the Minnesota Twins. He's a lefty, and it's valuable. This trade is valuable because look at his break. It's 93, which is pretty good. But I don't have any lefties in my rotation. I actually have Josh Hader in my farm system, and I think I might call him up later in the year. But right now, he's not ready. I'm getting him some work in AAA right now. He actually was in the AAA All-Star game. I think it's the USA versus the World. I actually played that game, and it's actually pretty fun to pitch with him. He only has 3 pitches, though. That's the only thing. But I'm excited for him to come up. But I need another lefty in the rotation. Hector Santiago is interesting. Look at it. Hits per 9 is 70. His stamina could be better, but it's only 74. But he's 29. He's got an expiring contract which pays him $8 million this year, so I would have to take that on. I don't know. I think he's the most interesting out of all three of them, just because what if he does perform well for me? Let's see how he's performing for them. He's 4-9 for them, so they might want to get rid of him. And the Twins aren't going anywhere, so they're looking to build their farm system, so they would actually probably take this trade in real life. Let me know what you think. Let's get into this gameplay. I'm going against the Yankees. I'm excited for this game because I've never played the Yankees in Yankee Stadium on this game, so we're going to be looking to snag a few victories from them. Let's get into it. Let me know what I should do. Hector Santiago is he's interesting. I want him because he's a lefty basically. But let's get into this gameplay. Going up against the Yankees, we are in Yankee Stadium facing Michael Pineda. He's 6-8 with a 3.53 ERA. And right away, Eric Thames is staying hot. Hit up the middle in the first inning. Travis Shaw is going to come up and get another hit up the middle. So we got guys on first and second early to start this game. Hopefully we can bring one in here, but Domingo Santana swings at a slider on the outside. And Jimmy Nelson is looking good early in this game, but we are here in the third. Aaron Judge comes up and hits a liner down the left field line. Ryan Braun can't get to it, so they got a runner on with one out here in the third. On a 3-0 count, Jimmy Nelson walks the next batter. So they got guys on first and second here. And Jacoby Ellsbury comes up and hits one down the right field line. And that's going to bloop in there down the right field line. And Domingo Santana is going to field it clean, but he's going to run to the wall there. But they're going to bring in the run. So now they got guys on second and third. And Brett Gardner comes up and hits a gapper. And Jimmy Nelson gives up 3 runs here in the third inning. And we get it to our cutoff man, get it in, but it's too late. But we're on to the fourth now, and Jimmy Nelson gives up another hit up the middle. He's giving up hits left and right in this game. We just cannot stop them. And they get another hit up the middle. So now they got guys on first and second in the fourth inning with a 3-0 lead. And luckily I get them to swing at a pitch outside the zone, but the catcher, Kurt Suzuki, cannot handle it. So we try to throw to third, but we cannot get him. And Aaron Judge hits another solid liner up the middle. We can't get to it, but they bring in the guy home. I try to throw home there, but I'm expecting a cutoff man to cut that off, but he wasn't there. And they drive that run in with a hit up the middle. So the Yankees are dominating us right now. It is 5-0 at this point. Jimmy Nelson throws a curveball in the dirt, and we try to turn 2, but we cannot get it turned in time. So now they got guys on the corner here with a 5-0 lead. Still in the fourth, and they get a hit to the right side. Eric Thames cannot get to it. So they have a 6-0 lead in the fourth inning. And it's still 2 outs, but at least we get out of it here. We get them to swing at a pitch outside the zone. And I'm frustrated at this point. I'm trying to use that new quick manage feature that they have on MLB The Show. And Eric Thames comes up and pops it up here in the 8th. Man, I could not get anything on offense going this game. The Yankees brought their bats. And this is how you know it's not my day. Travis Shaw hits a shot down the right field line, but it is foul. That's going to be the closest I get to any runs in this game. And the Yankees, they're going to escape here with the win. They bring the bats. They're the Bronx Bombers for a reason. Man, this was tough, man. Hit subscribe. They have 14 hits, 10-0. Hit subscribe, man. I'm going to bounce back. Don't worry.